A manager used ChatGPT to justify terminating an employee and accidentally created evidence. Welcome to HR horror stories and how to fix them. A quick disclaimer before we jump in. I'm not an attorney. AI laws and regulations are evolving daily, and this is not legal advice. This is simply your friendly neighborhood HR person urging us all to maybe use a little caution. I'm Genevieve Webster, and today's HR horror story, the ChatGPT prompt that should never have been written. So here's the situation. The manager is frustrated with an employee. Performance is slipping, communication isn't great, emotions are running high. You know, the kind of situation that requires thoughtful communication and good judgment. So naturally, they open ChatGPT. Can you help me write documentation for an employee who's become really negative and difficult lately? Oh, and also make it sound professional, because apparently my last email was too aggressive. This is how people use computers, in case you didn't know. This is typing. So this is the moment that everyone in HR immediately does this. Because now we have a problem. First of all, ChatGPT is a tool, not your emotionally supportive coworker. And if your prompt starts with, help me justify terminating someone, we may already have a problem. Now to be clear, AI can absolutely be useful for work. Good for organizing your thoughts, making templates, brainstorming. But where people get into trouble is when they start using it to validate emotional decisions, generate questionable documents, and input confidential company or employee information without thinking through the implications. Because here's the thing, someone is already emotional and frustrated and they feed that frustration into AI, AI may simply help them sound more polished while still making a bad decision. So what's the HR fix here? Well, bad idea, using AI to justify decisions you already made emotionally. Better idea, use AI for structure and clarity, not decision making. AI is a tool. It's not leadership judgment. It's not HR strategy. And it's definitely not a substitute for a fair process. And honestly, sometimes the biggest issue is not what AI generated. It's that someone thought the prompt itself was a good idea in the first place. So if you're using AI in the workplace, remove confidential information, review outputs carefully, avoid emotionally charged prompts, and make sure actual humans are still making some decisions. Ideally, the calm humans. AI can absolutely make businesses more effective, but only if good judgment is still part of the process. And that's how you turn an HR horror story into an HR solution. All right, be honest. What's the most questionable way you've seen AI used at work so far? Let me know.